So, Yuri,
What's up, Carol?
you and Flynn use the same techniques, but somehow they're different.
Those are skills Yuri learned in his days as a knight. Unfortunately, he wasn't as diligent as he could have been.
What are you saying? A dragon swarm like yours gives the enemy a chance to run.
That doesn't mean you can throw a kick in. You're turning it into a dragon sweep. And you're Tiger Blade.
What? I didn't even learn that when I was a knight.
There's no need for a punch.
Not for you, maybe.
It's not proper. You're besmirching an ages-old technique.
Come, there's no need to fight. Kids today all have their own style. Good for them. Flynn, champion of tradition. Yuri, pioneer of a new style. To be young.
It's far from enough to wear me out.
Is it just me, or does combat seem to invigorate him? Like a couple other people I could name.
Who?
Who indeed?
I didn't get as many chances to fight at the front after I rose to captain. This is an opportunity to keep myself in fighting form.
Whatever excuse you come up with, you're still a fighting maniac.
I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
And here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? Why ask now?
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
Never gets any easier, no matter how many times I come.
Bad memories of the Great War?
Yeah, there are those too.
What are you?
I mentioned I had a friend that liked this flower, right? My friend is here.
Why would you have a friend here?
You mean a friend from the Knights?
Some waste their lives while they're alive. Others waste their lives by dying too soon.
Your friend died in the Great War.
Yeah, humans. What a sad bunch.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Way better knight than me. Always used the family's famed bow. Man, such a brave knight. Never did find out what happened to that bow.
Maybe it's still somewhere here in this field.
Could be. Finding it would be pretty tough, though. Thought maybe if I just bummed around, Casey'd get mad enough to come back, but,
That's so sad.
Hey! Don't go getting all gloomy on me.
What are you talking about? You're the one who started this sob fest.
Sorry. Anyway, rest well, Casey. I know you're in a better place.
Hey, something's falling out of the sky.
Huh?
What is it?
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
So what is it?
This was Casey's favorite compact.
But how? The ghost of your friend must be watching over you.
Ghost? That's impossible. It was just a coincidence. You call this a coincidence?
Like maybe a bird picked it up and then dropped it by mistake. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
So, was this Casey friend of yours a woman?
Woman? What? Oh, a lady from the old man's past?
Now, Rita, remember your blood pressure.
Oh, come on. I want all the juicy details.
Sorry, there ain't much. For starters, another guy already had his heart set on her.
A tale of unrequited love, then?
A love on war's fickle sea, a lady gone too soon. Oh, such a tragedy.
Okay, that's enough. You guys go ahead and think what you like, though. Here's to you, Casey. I'm doing okay with these kids here. I'm doing okay.
I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
This looks easy.
Let us take caution.
Victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won.
Keep your eyes on my sword.
Come forth, sacred spirits! Tiger Blade! Shining Eagle!
Come, O Silver Light! Angel Ring! Oh,
You picked the wrong people to fight with. I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
I have an answer for you! There's still a lack of devotion.
You're as stiff as ever.
That's why you...
such good friends.
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zada, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
Together now!
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
Swift and assertive. This should be some fine training.
Don't get careless.
Oh, power that tries soul shine! Photon! Come, oh Silver Light! victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won.
I have mastered a skill.
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
Raven,
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwan obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwan would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwan. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwan that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a blasty of that size coming, but he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously, so I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've gotta make up for what Schwan did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
Run into another pile of trouble when the knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Ospio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
They got us from behind.
This happens all the time!
Tiger! All right, who's next?
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
This should be some fine training.
Don't get careless.
Destruction!
Oh, holy water's raining down the power on us!
Swift and certain.
Keep your eyes on my sword.
All right, who's next? Shining Dragon! All right, who's next?
Repeat! Your tail? It seems Yoda understands your feelings, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince? I thought he was just a softie. But he's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go.
training.
Don't get cocky.
Tiger Blade! Shining Dragon's War! Sacred Spirits!
Come, oh Silverlight! Angel Ring!
Light of the heavens, touch my foes! Tiger Blade!
Light, victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won. There's potential within me. This should be some fine training.
Don't get careless. Tiger Blade! Alright, who's next?
Come, oh Silverlight! Angel Ring!
Face my steel.
Oh Holy Waters, rain down your power on us!
Resound, song of victory. A rewarding victory.
This looks like fun. Tiger Blade!
Oh Six Stars, be as light that obstructs all things!
Alright, who's next?
Victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won.
That was so easy.
Focus on the enemy in front.
Tiger! I'll punish you!
Straight, dwell in this blade. Sharpness!
Alright, who's next?
Repeat! Your tail?
This should be some fine training.
Don't get cocky.
Distraction! Shining Eagle! Guardian Field!
Oh, Holy Waters, rain down with power on us!
That was so easy.